of Affairs. He's going. Let's take the conversation forward. I'm being joined by Mr. Judge Turnah, who is the, well, I call him factional PDP's zonal secretary of the PDP in the South. Thanks so much, Indy, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, sir. It's good to be with you. Good evening.
Let
me just quickly quiet. I'm not factional secretary. I am the zonal secretary of the PDP in the South Zone.
Really?
Yes, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you why. Chief Imogidi just left here.
That's your chairman.
No.
You have another chairman. Just from the records, it shows that he's the chair.
No, which of the records? And that's why I said let me start from that point. I was in court with Chief Imogidi. We sat, side by side. Federal Court here in Port Harcourt, where a ruling was delivered, right? Mm. And clearly, Chief Imogidi was restrained by order of court not to parade himself as zonal chairman of PDP South. The party was restrained not to have any dealing with him. INEC was restrained not to recognize him or have any dealing with him and members of his team as any governing authority or executive officers of the party for the South Zone. And I am glad that I heard him say that any society that is not founded on the rule of law, I'm sure he made a statement like that, will be in a crisis. He took steps to file an application for stay of the execution of that order. Has he got the stay? If he has not got the stay, an order of court in a society that is founded on the rule of law must be obeyed, no matter how you think the order was obtained or gotten. Once an order of court is subsisting, it must be obeyed. So we begin with him. How can he come here and hold himself out as chairman of the PDP in South Zone when you were in court? The court said you are not. Don't hold yourself out.
Okay. Mr. Turnah, you are one of the 3 persons that went to court on the judgment that the Federal High Court gave about the convention.
Yes, Honorable Justice Motoshaw's judgment.
Yes. You secured that judgment, and the judgment says what? Okay,
so you see, there were a number of undemocratic practices in the build-up to our convention. When the party announced national convention, we were all happy as members of the party, and were quite enthusiastic, wanted to participate. I was even interested to run for national secretary. But we started observing, that the party, and let me say this, when you see people struggle for control of parties, structure and all of that, it's politics, normal. What is important is that the umpire, in this case, the National Working Committee, at all times must be fair and ensure that they provide a level playing ground for all members of the party. But when the NWC becomes an interested party, then there's crisis. That is the problem we had in the party. So we needed to hold congresses because by our guideline, we practice a bottom-top election approach, in electing leaders of our party. We begin with the election of 3 ad hoc delegates at the ward level. They move up to elect the ward ESCO. Together, they move up to elect the local government officers. The local government officers, the ward ESCOs, and the statutory delegate move up to elect the state officers. From there, they move up to elect the zonal officers, and then the zonal officers, together with the state officers, then local government chairmen, right, and a national delegate now go for the National Convention. So what this means is that for you to talk about National Convention, you must have fulfilled, they're like condition precedent. You must have fulfilled all of these congresses. Now, we had a situation where 14 states and the Southeast Zone, we have not done congresses. NEC, which is the highest organ of the party outside convention, approved that the party should conduct congresses in these 14 states. Cross River, Ebonyi, Anambra, and then the Southeast Zone, before National Convention, in line with our practice and our constitution. The national chairman, in furtherance to the directive of NEC, jointly with National Secretary Damagu and Anyangu, gave notice to INEC for the conduct of these congresses in all of these states and the Southeast Zone. All of a sudden, impunity. The national chairman then, Damagu, sent a letter to INEC. These things are in the public domain. So when people... I'm coming, sir. Let me don't land on that.
No, because you go on a tangent. And we need to get to the meat of it. And I allowed you to explain because you were the... You
wanted to know why we went...
Not that I don't know. I just wanted you to touch on it. Okay. Because we don't have all the time in the world. Okay. And whatever was done at the BOT... And those will say, this is shameful. And let me show you again what Ini Emebong has released as a press statement in response to...
Who is Ini Emebong?
That's the National Public Secretary.
No, please.
Of the Turaki-led PDP.
No, there is no Turaki-led PDP. There is one PDP. What is Turaki-led PDP?
Where is
we had a convention in 2022.
But what about the convention in Ibadan?
I'm coming. Was there a convention in Ibadan? There was no convention in Ibadan.
The media monitored and...
No. We had a social gathering. We had a social gathering in Ibadan. It was not a PDP convention. It was not, please, with all due respect, it was not a PDP convention. And did you see INEC?
But there are PDP members there. The governors of the PDP were there.
Did you see INEC part of that convention? INEC must monitor every convention of a party.
Is that what the law says?
That's what the law says.
It's a must.
It's a must.
That INEC must.
Yes. Yes. It's a must.
Are you sure?
Yes. 82-2. It's a must.
But I don't reckon that.
Let me tell you. No. Okay. What the law says is that the 82-1 is that the party must give notice. Right? 21 days notice.
So did the party give notice?
When you give notice, the 2 says INEC may, with or without notice to the party, may, with or without notice. What it means that INEC has unfettered powers to monitor that convention.
Or not.
No, not or not.
May.
When? With or without notice to the party.
Are you a lawyer?
I'm a lawyer.
So what is the language of law in making something mandatory? If the law wants
the mandatory here, the choice given to INEC here is that whether you inform the party or not,
you can be there or you may not be there.
Try and get it now. INEC has, if you go to 3 says every election of national officers, election of Congress party officers must go through democratic processes, right? Who oversights the political parties? INEC is the registrar of the political parties. So if INEC oversights, and the law says you must conduct your election in line with who monitors it?
So you're saying that invariably, if INEC was not at that convention, it delegitimizes that
completely
convention.
Because that May is being misinterpreted. The May is not INEC's presence. It is INEC's choice to inform the party. We are coming. The law says whether
on the singular reason that INEC was not found, or INEC president was not registered, or INEC was not seen, it invalidates that convention
completely. That is one.
That's your position.
That is one.
But what about just for a moment? What about the conflicting court judgment and court position about whether or not that convention should hold?
There was never a conflict judgment.
There was a state high court decision.
There was a state high court ex parte order.
But there is another judgment that was procured. There were two different high court judgments.
No, there were. We had a judgment from Justice Omotosho, which says, look, no, INEC don't. That judgment of Justice Omotosho was really with INEC. It was not really with the party. Then there was a case of unlawful exclusion, right, with His Excellency Governor Sule Lamido, which the Federal High Court of Honorable Justice Leaf also said no convention until the Governor Lamido is allowed his right to participate. Because our constitution says every member shall have a right to vote and be voted for. Now, these are two final judgments of the Federal High Court. Parties have been held, court made findings of fact and entered judgment. Right? Then somebody took the part, and let me say this, the party took steps. First of all, Chris Uche filed a motion for stay of the judgment of Justice Omotosho. Now, this is the party now. Assuming you file a motion for stay, you have not got the stay. You appeal a judgment, you have not, you submitted yourself to the jurisdiction of the Court of Appeal. That is pending, then you go and say you have done conviction.
All right, let me ask you, and I'd like you to react towards this reaction to that BOT and NEC meeting of yesterday. And this, I'm going to quote part of what this statement says. It says,
reaction by who?
It says, it is important to remind the public that Minister Wike, acting through his agents, Alhaji Mohammed Abdulrahman and Senator Sam Anyanwu, filed a suit on 24th of November that the Federal High Court before Abdul Malik, seeking, among other things, the nullification and non-recognition of the PDP convention and its outcome. The application injunction was refused, while all caution against taking actions that could render judgment nugget by proceeding to a fictitious national caretaker. They have acted in clear contempt and have fundamentally altered the status in that suit. How do
he also tell you that they filed a suit in the Federal High Court in Badon to get legitimacy? If you say you have done convention and you say you are the leaders of PDP, you are national chairman, you are publicity secretary, why are you going to Federal High Court in Badon to beg the court to legitimize you? You don't need it. So how do I respond to somebody who's legitimate?
No, don't respond to it. Respond to the fact that your group of the PDP had gone to court.
What group? The PDP.
No, just a moment. Yes. I mean, you are the ones saying because that's where you belong. But in the eyes of the public, we do know that we are a bit confused because we are not members of your party. We don't know, and we are looking at it from the point of law.
Yes.
Now, you have gone to court to say, court, give us an order that whatever has happened in Ibadan does not hold water.
Yes.
But the court said, stay action.
Yes.
You are asking for nullification, but the court did not answer you.
No. We went to court. There's a judgment of court, right? We went to court to enforce that judgment. In doing so, the party remains a going concern. The party has succession. The party cannot stand still because we are pursuing.
What is the rest in this case? Just a moment,
I'm coming.
No, don't, sir. What's the rest? Don't confuse our viewers.
No,
what is the rest? No. The rest in which you are seeking solution and the power of the court to support you for is the same rest that you are acting on.
No.
You were telling the court that nullify them, don't recognize them.
No, why do we need to tell court not to recognize somebody
you are seeking nullification and non-recognition of the PDP convention.
No, I'm coming. Somebody who does not exist, why do I need to go and ask that they should make you, not to further exist?
But
you are not in existence.
Did you see the court
I said
filings?
We are in court to enforce a subsisting judgment of court. It's a constitutional right. When you have a judgment, we are entitled to the fruit of our judgment, right? So if people act in clear contravention of that subsisting order of court. What do we do as law-abiding citizens at party?
Mr. Turnah, give me a moment. Give me a moment. We need to go to break. You are one of the expelled members of the party.
No.
You are lucky to have escaped.
I'm not an expelled member.
Because I would have asked whether you've collected your certificate of expulsion.
You can imagine what a mockery.
Put it in and hang it in your house.
Those who claim hold themselves out to.
We'll be right back after this break, everyone, to conclude our conversation. Stay with us. Judge Turnah, who claimed that he remains the secretary of the PDP in the south region of the country, although he belongs to the very contentious group of the PDP led by Mr. Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister. Because now, the PDP looks like this, back and front. And which side should we believe is the authentic leadership of the PDP? Mr. Turnah, the big question here is, forget all of the internal wranglings, whatever is happening within your party. Can anyone actually take your party seriously? You heard what Chief Ogidi said. He said there is an attempt to destroy Nigeria's democracy. And whatever that is happening is the handiwork of President Bola Tinubu.
Okay, it's President Bola Tinubu that asked them to refuse to sell form to Governor Sule Lamido to contest for chairman of a party that he founded and had labored for. You see, where people, as a journalist, sir, did you ever have any inkling that His Excellency Ambassador Rapaja was contesting for National Secretary until you heard his name as one of those who emerged as National Secretary in Ibadan? You see, when you do things with impunity, you will find yourself in a situation that, because especially when you have people who challenge, your impunity. What is the problem? Let us do things rightly. You want to conduct a convention, no problem. Conclude congresses. You wrote to INEC that we're going to have congresses in XYZ states and the Northeast jointly, as required by INEC guidelines. You wake up in the morning, where the national chairman alone, Damagu, wrote to INEC. You all saw that letter alone, postponing Congress in Calabar, Enugu, Anambra, several states alone. Was it President Tinubu or Minister Nyesom Wike that carried out that level of impunity?
All right. We need to close now. Where did you hold that BOT meeting yesterday?
No, our BOT meetings can hold it. Normally, see, let me say.
Mr. Turnah.
Let me say.
Mr. Turnah. Is this a simple question?
Is this
I said, no, you don't even know. I mean, can you just answer it? Where did you hold your neck?
I'm coming, sir.
Okay.
Is it strange to you that PDP could have their BOT meetings, National Caucus meeting, or even NEC meeting in the villa? If we have a president of Nigeria.
I didn't ask you
that. No. If we have a president of
question.
No, but it's not strange to you.
I just asked you a simple question.
I said, where did you
hold on now, sir? I'm the one that is supposed to be asking question. I said, where did you hold your this thing yesterday?
About the foundation to.
Where did you? We have
a leader of our party who is in a national government.
Okay.
By that, he is the national leader of the party. Because he's the highest.
Why are you telling us this story? I just asked a simple question.
So
was he in Abuja?
He can host. We met at the first residence of our national leader.
Who is that?
The national leader of this party is Excellency Chief Nyesom Wike, CON.
So there is a convention held publicly in Ibadan, and there was
never a convention legally held anywhere.
All right.
In Nigeria.
I wish you the same prayer I prayed for Chief Ogidi when he was here. I wish your party well, and I pray that it comes out from this mess that he has found itself. Well, thank you so much.
We'll rescue our party.
Okay.
Of course, we have dealt with some of
You need to.
We have removed the monkey hands.
Yeah.
We have expelled
you need to, for the sake of Nigerians, because those Nigerians who believe in your party
that is what we are doing.
Are disappointed. You need to take that home.
Disappointed with the leadership that we have now dealt
Thank you so much indeed for it.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's our show for today, everyone. Man, thanks for watching. I'm Shion Kimaloe. God bless Nigeria.